Welcome back to the week. Phil Lindemann with your midday news on Krystal 93. Nothing special on I-70 this weekend, with just under 134,000 cars in 3 days, Friday through Sunday. That is 7% slower than the 3 days of Memorial Day weekend, 1.5% busier than 2 weeks ago, and 2% busier than the same weekend last year. Like clockwork, the busiest times at the tunnels were, again, Friday afternoon, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., and most of the day yesterday, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. A motorcyclist died in Gypsum Saturday afternoon after colliding with an SUV. The 40-year-old motorcyclist was dead on scene. Nearly 450 people have been killed on Colorado roads this year, roughly one-fourth of them motorcyclists. Wrapping up this week in Park County is the jury trial for Alan Lee Phillips, the man suspected of kidnapping and killing 2 Breckenridge women in 1982. If guilty, the 70-year-old spends life in prison. Bobby Joe Oberholzer and Annette Schnee were hitchhiking on Highway 9 when they disappeared. Their bodies were found on Hoosier Pass, and the trail went cold for decades, until last March, when DNA evidence led investigators to Phillips, living in Dumont. Authorities in Routt County are finding more human remains after a hunter found a skull last weekend. The local coroner tells the steamboat pilot the skull and newly discovered bones belong to someone who died recently. Identification is pending a DNA test. Work is back on track at Keystone for a sprawling $150 million development in River Run Village at the base of the gondola. Plans from 2019 called for hotel rooms, for-sale condos, restaurants, and retail. It will be called One River Run. This coming ski season is the anticipated debut of Loveland's new guided cat tours at Dry Gulch. Tours were approved in 2019, most likely opening sometime after the new year. A-Basin is flying towers soon for the upgraded Lenawee 6 chair. It opens this season. Today is also your last day to get your Basin pass for $5.99. Prices go up tomorrow. Local fire danger remains high today, still with no fire restrictions in Summit. The county reviews those fire bans tomorrow. The 1-acre cemetery trail fire near the archery range in Tenderfoot Mountain is fully contained. In sports, the Rockies lost to the Diamondbacks yesterday, 12-6. Tonight, the Broncos open the season with the Seahawks at 6:15 on ESPN. In local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz and Associates with American Family in Dillon, Summit High football remains undefeated with a 37-14 win over Conifer Friday. On Saturday, boys soccer blanked Palisade 6-0. Girls volleyball lost to Palisade in 3 sets. Cross-country runners were setting new records. Dom Ramikes and Ella Hagan now own the school records. Today, the Tigers golf team is up at Yampa Valley Golf Club. Saturday was the Fall Classic, closing race of the Town Mountain Bike Series, where Taylor Sheldon ended his season with another win, ahead of Nathaniel Vakura and Jonathan Modig. Claire Hansen won the women's title, the only woman finishing in less than 3 hours, ahead of Alyssa Dringo and Miranda Sheets. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.